following program is sponsored. The opinions and statements made by the hosts and guests do not necessarily reflect the views of WBOB or its parent company, the Chesapeake Portsmouth Broadcasting Corporation.
It's time for Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. Angela and Howard talk about what's new in real estate and answer your buying and selling questions. To participate in today's show, call 222-TALK. That's 222-8255. And now, here are Angela and Howard.
Good morning, Northeast Florida. We are so excited to be here with you today.
Are you really excited?
I'm really excited.
Hey, what happened yesterday?
I don't know. Lots of
Fall happened yesterday.
Oh, fall. I'm so excited. That is my absolute favorite time of the year. The way the air feels, it's cool and crisp and the humidity levels are down. I love the fall. Fall football. There are so many great things about fall. All the clothes you get to wear. It is an exciting time.
You know what happens in fall?
What?
The leaves fall.
Yes.
Is that a pun? You
I don't
missed it, Angela. You missed your opportunity to say that's a pun, Howard. Bad humor. You usually pick on me. You're falling behind.
We're still early in the show, Howard.
Okay.
If you want me to pick on you, I can work it out.
Jaguars are playing tomorrow.
In London. And our associate, Rob, who's on the Jaguars drumline team, he's over in London drumming away.
He's having a good old time there. He sent us a Facebook picture of him on the airplane going over there with a big, big smile on his face.
Yes, he's a happy guy.
He is. He's going to have a good old time. This is like his third or fourth year going over there, playing on the drum line.
Yep.
For the Jaguars. He used to play for the drum line for Atlanta.
Falcons. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he's a cool guy. Hey, good morning, everybody. The electricity is back on for most of us. The water has receded from our flooded homes. Cleanup is well underway. Right, Angela?
Yes, Howard.
The fences are back up on your house? Most of them.
One side.
Not
the other side.
Well, our thoughts go out to those who are still in shelters and temporary housing. But we here in Northeast Florida, we are resilient. FEMA is here to help. New home builders are building new homes. Many construction companies will be rebuilding over the next many months. And believe it or not, property values will continue to increase. Perhaps it's a great time to buy or even sell that damaged property. You know, you don't have to wait till your home gets repaired. You can even put it on the market now. We can help. We are your problem-solving realtors on the radio. We come to you every Saturday morning to talk about what's going on in real estate here in Northeast Florida. And it's meant to be a question and answer talk show about buying and selling your home. We give you news and advice. After all, the more homes that sell and the sooner that they sell, make it better for our whole community. Right, Angela?
That's right, Howard.
All right. We want you to be the best prepared buyer or seller that you can be. So, first of all, we want to give a big shout out to new listeners, Joe and Reba.
Yes.
I talked to Joe the other day and told him to listen to our show, and he's going to be doing that. We're going to be meeting with them on Tuesday night.
Nice.
So, he's going to be listening this morning. You know, one of the things that Angela and I specialize in is helping homeowners who have had their home on the market and listed with another realtor, but that home has not been sold, and now that listing has expired, meaning that it is no longer in effect. We met with one of those homeowners a week before the hurricane. Her home was on the market for over 200 days. That's a long time without an offer.
Yep.
Now, we met with her, we went through the house, and we told her what she needed to do to the home.
Yes, because you want to make it ready to appeal to the most amount of buyers.
And apparently her last realtor didn't do a good enough job of that, or perhaps didn't do anything. We're not sure. But anyway, she agreed to do everything that we asked her to do, and we put in our unique marketing program, and we listed it on Wednesday, as in 3 days ago.
Yes.
Now, we were going to tell you about the house during the show today, as we usually do during the fourth quarter, and then we were going to hold an open house after the show, as we usually do.
But we had to cancel it.
We canceled it because 23 hours later, we got a written offer.
Yep.
It's now under contract. And we have a very, very surprised and very happy seller. Now, it's really unusual to sell a house in 23 hours, but time and time again, when we advise a seller about what to do to their home to get it ready to sell and price it properly, then it usually sells quickly.
That's right.
By the way, although I said we specialize in helping sellers whose homes were listed with another realtor and that home didn't sell while the home was listed, that means that the listing period had expires. We never solicit sellers that are actively listed with other realtors, and this is not a solicitation of you if you are a seller and you're already listed with another realtor. We just want to tell you that we do have a lot of experience in helping people who have not had success. Probably 40% of our business is the way I've just described it, that people have not had success with their listing that had expired. But it's amazing what happens when you listen to the advice of an experienced realtor like us. We look around, we give advice, you do the things we ask you to do, we put our unique marketing things on it, and it's a multitude of things that we do, including talking about it on the radio. Now, this part of this particular house, we didn't even get a chance to talk about it on the radio, but we had the written offer in place 23 hours, and we put the contract together, and it is sold. She is so incredibly happy.
Yes,
so,
she is.
And we're closing in somewhere between 30 and 45 days. Happens to be an investor, but not that that matters. It really doesn't. She got it sold, and she's happy. You wanted to say something, Angela?
I was just going to say that it's always helpful to have people who like to problem solve be on your team, and that's us. We're the problem-solving realtors. So, you know, if you have a home that hasn't sold, there's a problem. There's a reason it hasn't sold. All houses will sell. So, you know, it has to do with price, location, and condition. And we go in and we investigate and we try to figure out exactly why your house didn't sell. And then we help you understand what needs to take place so that it appeals to the most amount of buyers. And when that happens and we get it priced right, it will sell.
Well, some of our listeners may be thinking, oh, you just reduce the price $20,000 or something.
No.
And that's not it. Mm-mm. There are many, many things that go into making a house right to sell. And sometimes it's just changing some things around in the house to make it look much more attractive, and using different photography and having the outside look a little bit different.
You giving away all the secrets?
Well, but it's what we do and how we make the house look more attractive. But anyway, hey, we got a contest coming up, so I want to tell everybody what that is before the first break. What is the best month of the year to buy a starter home? A starter home, okay? The best month of the year to buy a starter home. Think about that. There are only 12 months of the year, so anybody can guess. So call us, and Angela, tell everybody what the phone number is.
222-TALK to me. You have to call.
And what's the area code?
904-222-TALK. TALK, which is 8255.
That's right. We tell people the area code because we have a lot of listeners all along the East Coast.
Yep.
So give us a guess, and then we'll tell you why it is actually the best month. Because actually there is a reason. It's not just a arbitrary reason. So we got lots more to talk about. Oh, we have a caller. So, that's from the last show on our computer screen. So sorry about that. But we want lots of people to call in with questions and with guesses for our contest. So what is the best month of the year to buy a starter home? We got lots of things to talk about. Is the market back since the hurricane? We're going to tell you about that. We got 6 features that should not be deal breakers for buyers. We're going to talk about that. And then we got some things that maybe, just maybe, should be deal breakers for you. Depends on your situation. We'll be right back. Hey, WBOB listeners, it's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I don't just do the radio show, we are active realtors. When it's time to buy, we will interview you to determine your specific housing needs. Distance to work, style of home, school needs, distance to place of worship, kids' activities, lifestyles, number of bedrooms, budget, and so much more. In short, we do our very best to find you your perfect home. We won't waste your time showing you houses that don't fit your needs. Whether you're moving up, moving into your first home, or now an empty nester, you can trust us for the most important purchase of your life. It's what we do. It's what we'll do for you. Experience the Angela and Howard Team Advantage. Call us at 421-7950.
Is there something going wrong with your garage door or opener? My name is Peter, and I am the owner of Quality Door Service. And my basic garage door repair starts at just $125, and that includes parts. Included with your repair, I will instruct you about fire and safety, protection from hurricane and burglary, and maintenance on your garage door. Call me today at 588-4817. That's 588-4817. Angela and Howard did.
There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years' experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046.
Are you buying a property being sold by HUD? As a buyer, you can select Watson Title Services of North Florida as your settlement agent. Avoid having to deal with out-of-town companies, and make sure you get the world-class customer service of Watson Title Services that Angela and Howard have come to expect. Call them at 461-3220 when you're looking at buying a HUD property to ensure your purchase goes through as smoothly as possible. That's 461-3220. Angela and Howard do. This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by CMG Financial. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. So excited to be here on this happy Saturday.
It is. It's going to be a great day today. There's a little bit chance of rain, but that's okay. We're going to sell a house today because we got lots of open houses that we're going to talk about in the fourth segment of the show.
Customers.
That's right.
And in the rain.
In the rain?
Which I love.
Well, because what's your famous saying? You've made it famous here on Real Estate Radio.
If you like it in the rain, you're going to love it in the sunshine.
That's right.
That's right. I really like to show houses in the rain because that way we know if the roof's leaking, we know if the street floods. I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
Except the curly hair. I get really curly hair. But other than that, I don't have a problem with it.
What you got your hair straightened, didn't you?
I don't know. Do you tell everything that you know?
Well, not everything.
It seems like it.
Well, that's okay. Well, lots of people haven't seen you before.
I think I'm bright red here.
No, you're not. You're not bright red.
I think so.
Maybe we ought to do a FaceTime radio show so people can, see you while we're broadcasting. Facebook Live.
We could do that.
I don't know. Hey,
and they'd see me making faces at you.
Especially what happens during the breaks where we we have a really fun time here on the radio during the breaks. All right. I want to repeat the contest because we haven't had a caller. And Alan is wondering what's going on. Alan, our producer, is wondering what's going on. But the contest
Where's the callers? Everybody call in. 222-8255. The question is, what month? What was the question?
What is the best month of the year to buy a starter home?
Yeah.
So you first-time home buyers.
What's the best month?
Yeah. So
doesn't mean the month that they do buy. What is the best month to buy?
Okay.
Right? It doesn't mean which one sells the most.
Well, they haven't really defined it, but it's different. The value is different in different areas of the country. So this was based on looking at 70 of the largest of the 100 largest metropolitan areas. So here we're talking about something probably under $200,000, and it's really interesting how this was evaluated. And we'll tell you about that at when we come up with the answer.
Okay.
All right. So call in. It's an easy one because there's only a choice of
12 options.
Months.
January through December. Come on, y'all.
That's right.
Call in. I want to talk to people besides Howard today. Please,
so,
please,
Angela,
please.
I have a question for you because our listeners want to know, is the market back?
After the hurricane, you mean?
After the hurricane.
We
the
have
market
seen
back?
such significant increase. Let me tell you about it. This past week for homes and condominiums, according to the Northeast Florida Multiple Listing Service, 618 offers got accepted. That's up 32% from last week. So I call that back, Howard.
I call it back.
629 new homes came on the market, and that's up 88% from the previous week. That sounds up to me, Howard.
That's back.
Yep. Now, 100 of those 629, well, they're already under contract. And just like you always say, there's somewhere between 12% and 15% of houses sell each and every week. That number's what? A little over 15%, I guess. Now, 29 of those even went under contract on the very first day. 440 of you actually closed on a house for yourself, and we say, congratulations.
Yeah.
Now, that number is up 200% from the previous week.
Yeah.
Things are up. Now, were they
Things are
back to exactly where they were? No, but they're increased significantly. We're back to doing business.
Yeah, some of them haven't closed yet that we were supposed to, because what happens after a storm is that the mortgage companies that are offering loans to buyers, they want to make sure that the home is still in good shape. So they are sending out appraisers again just to check out the homes to make sure that they are okay. We had that happen with one of ours. Actually,
two
of ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they do. They come out. Some of them check just the outside. Some of them check the inside and outside. Some of them let the agents take pictures of the outside and send it to them. Everybody has different guidelines, but the deal is it all has to be checked out before you can actually close. So, and if you're in a FEMA area, which we are, a FEMA disaster zone, then the FHA loans may not close until the disaster is over, where FEMA says it is over.
Right, and so we're still in a FEMA disaster mode
and
here.
I believe they're not going to call the disaster off until October. I don't remember the date, but it's October something. So people who are trying to get FHA loans, probably not going to happen till October.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, but like you were saying, we had two that were supposed to close, and in fact, one of them closed already, one of them didn't, and one that closed already, the bank asked me as the listing agent to go there and just take pictures
of the outside,
all four sides of the home.
Yep.
To show that there was no damage. And
which there wasn't.
On another one, they sent out an appraiser to go out there and to go inside the house and to go all around. And, of course, he took pictures. So it just depends on who the lender is.
Yep.
So, and both houses did not suffer any damage whatsoever. So we're good to go.
Good to
so
go.
The buyers are happy. The sellers are happy. All right. Now, interest rates.
Well, here you go. They did rise a little bit. So the 30-year rate rose 5/100ths of a point to 3.83%. So this time last year it was 3.48%. In the 15-year rate, it also rose 5/100ths of a point to 3.13%. Now this time last year that number was like 2.76. And the VA and the FHA 30-year rate, it's up 1/10 of a point to 3.6%. You know what? These are still great numbers. I mean, come on, they're all under 4%. It's still great numbers.
Well, let's clarify something, too. You say they're great, but let's talk about how great they are.
Go ahead and talk about how great they are.
Prior to this increase,
yep,
they were the lowest of the year.
Yes.
And you know, they had been going down for the whole year to the lowest point in the year and had been at the lowest. They've been going down for 2 months.
Yeah.
So just because they come up, 5/100ths of a point, that's nothing. So, and of course, your rate can be a little lower than that. Your rate can be higher. This is an average done by Freddie Mac, where they take it for banks on Wednesday of the average of all of the loans that they made during the week.
Yes.
So your rate can be higher, can be lower. And so if you got good credit, if you have bad credit, you can probably get a loan.
Not
banks,
horrible credit.
Not
though.
horrible credit. But, some people are surprised and they think, well, I don't have good credit. I can't get a mortgage. My interest rate, my credit score is 600. Therefore, I can't get a mortgage. Yes, you can. Mine's only 580. Therefore, I can't get a mortgage. Yes, you can. Now you're going to pay a higher interest rate, but yes, you can get a mortgage. There are mortgage companies out there that go down to a low credit score. There are also companies out there that help you raise your credit score very, very quickly. Like our mortgage company, CMG Financial with Tim McConnell.
Yes.
What he does is look at the components of your credit score. Like he'll say, okay, you've got this one credit card where you have a balance of X number of dollars. If you can pay that off in the next 30 days, and he'll calculate and he'll say, okay, that can raise your score 30 points. If it raises your score 30 points, then instead of you getting an interest rate of this, you can get an interest rate of this. And also that will make you then qualify, where before you don't qualify. So that's called rapid rescoring.
Yes.
So in a matter of 30 days, hang on a second, in a matter of 30 days, he can make you qualify. What were you going to say? I'm sorry. I had to finish my thought. I was on a roll there, Angela. You're looking
when are
at
you
me.
not on a roll,
I'm
Howard?
on a roll. Go ahead.
You are just an airtime hog. That's all.
Okay, go.
Okay, now I picked on you. It's official. Okay, so what I was going to share was something that I never heard before. As long as I've been in the business, I didn't know. So it's about student loans. So if you are someone who has student loans and you default on your student loans, but then you want to go get a house and you want to do a VA loan, which is a government-backed loan, you can't. Because if you default on your student loans, the government's not going to give you another loan. So you have to reinstate paying back your student loans for a period of 9 months, no less than that, 9 months before the VA will consider giving you a loan. Isn't that something?
Well, you shouldn't be defaulting on your loans.
You shouldn't be defaulting. But you know what? Tons of people do. Tons of people do think they don't need to pay them back, but you do have to pay them back.
You
do.
And,
I just thought that was really interesting. I happened to discover that when I was trying to help someone, get a loan, and I didn't know it. So I thought I'd share in case you're thinking about buying a house and you've defaulted on your student loans. That's a problem if you're going VA.
My daughter has a student loan, and it's for a lot of money. I think it's a lot of money. But she can pay for it over like 40 years, and the payments on it are only like $100 a month or $125 a month. And it's worth it to be able to pay it over that many years. It's qualifying her to buy a home, get a mortgage, and she's going to be closing on a house at 26 years old in 2 weeks?
Yes.
3 weeks? 3 weeks. She's buying a home with her fiancé and getting in a great home.
Such a happy time in her life. Isn't it wonderful? And yours too. It's very exciting.
Yeah. Hey, so come back after the break. Stay with us. We got lots more to talk about. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about features that you should not consider deal breakers if you are a buyer that maybe you have been considered deal breakers. We're going to tell you why. And also, we want to guess for our contest, which again is... What's the best month of the year to buy a starter home? Now, come on. Anybody can guess
Somebody needs to call.
Yeah. And just guess. Come up with your logic. You don't need the reason, but guess. We'll be right back. Stay with us, everybody.
Ed Dean, Mike Gallagher, Dennis Prager, The Savage Nation, Mark Levin, WBOB, AM 600 and FM 101.1. The Answer.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump has taken to Twitter to take on Republican senators who are not backing the latest GOP effort to repeal and replace Obamacare. Senator John McCain's opposition has dealt the likely death blow to the legislation and maybe also to the Republican Party's years of promises to kill the program. Mr. Trump has taken to Twitter to say that Mr. McCain made the wrong decision. He's also attacked Republicans Rand Paul, and Lisa Murkowski for their opposition. Puerto Rican officials have not been able to communicate with more than half the towns in the U.S. territory as they rush to evacuate tens of thousands of people downstream of a failing dam. The scale of disaster wrought by Hurricane Maria started to become clear after a crack was found in a dam while it was holding back a storm-swollen reservoir. On Wall Street Friday, the Dow gave up 10 points. It will open next week at 22,350. This is SRN News.
Hi, I'm Mark Kinder, owner and manager of Affordable Water. Affordable Water is the official water treatment company of the Home and Patio Show. We have been blessed to have good customers like you since 1989. Trust a company that has a proven track record of good service, selling top quality equipment. Do yourself a favor. Make sure the company you trust with your water is a licensed contractor and has ethical business practices. Check them out yourself. If a highly paid celebrity tells you to use a company, that may be a reason not to. The main reason for doing this ad is to warn you about false claims being made by some companies about no salt water softening. They don't give you soft water, and there is no test to prove they work, per the National Water Quality Association. True soft water makes you feel clean and can be tested as soft. Call Affordable Water for an honest quote. 262-0197. That's 262-0197. License number W32.
Lock and load, Jacksonville. On Target Sports is North Florida's fully climate-controlled 12-lane indoor shooting range and one-stop shop for action and ammo. Choose from our massive selection of handguns, tactical rifles, hunting rifles, and other gear from Glock, Kimber, Smith & Wesson, and more. Visit OTSRange.com for information on safety and training courses. On Target Sports is located on Wells Road in Orange Park, next to General RV. Mention this ad for 20% off your next range visit. On Target Sports. Shoot happens here.
American Electrical knows the people they hire are their most valuable resource. And if you're an electrician that feels a little underappreciated at your current job, then you need to apply at American Electrical. Simply put, people who come to work at American Electrical never leave because the job is that good. Extremely good pay and great benefits, including a bonus plan for all employees. Work with the best and be the best at American Electrical. Drop by their offices on St. Augustine Road or call 737-7770.
Take a moment and rate your lifestyle on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is a life that's nothing like the life you were promised after getting good grades, a college degree, and a good job in corporate America. 10 is the life of your dreams. If you answered anything less than a 10, tune into the Del Walmsley Radio Show. Del, self-made millionaire and founder of Lifestyles Unlimited, will show you how to live the life of your dreams and pay for it with passive income.
Weeknights at 9 on WBOB, AM 600 and FM 101.1. The Answer. Stuck in traffic? WBOB has The Answer.
And you'll be moving through traffic. Beautiful looking roads out there right now. As for the weather, I call for some rain today, 50% chance of that. Going to be breezy, mostly cloudy, high 85, 20% chance. For tonight and tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Overnight low 74 up to about 85 on Sunday. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, low 72. And for your Monday, mostly sunny, highs of 88. It's up to 79 to WBOB AM 600. The Answer.
Let's return to Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, what?
Do you think that it's just a super happy Saturday so people aren't listening to the radio? Maybe they're at the beach.
You mean because nobody's called in?
Nobody's called in
yes?
for a very simple contest, and the options can only be the months of the year. So I'm thinking nobody's listening.
No, I think it's because they have, although there are only 12 options,
yes,
they can't think of a reason that it's going to be one particular month.
I couldn't either, and I'm in the business.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give a
and
hint.
I didn't agree with the answer.
I'm going to give a hint.
Oh, boy.
Okay?
You're narrowing 12 down to...
I'm going to narrow it down to 6.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, wait, the phone's
somebody's
ringing.
calling. All right?
I'm glad the phone's ringing because,
Somebody is calling.
I'm just thinking everybody's out having a beautiful day and they don't want to play.
So,
get them on the line.
Do
Let's
we
see
have
who's
somebody
there.
on the line?
We do.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm just fine. I'm in the car, and so it's noisy. So let me ask you my question, and then I'll hang up, and you can give me an answer.
Okay.
If you're over 65 and retired, are you still able to get a mortgage? And if your credit, let's say in our case, it's 820, and we would want a mortgage of about $100,000. Is it possible to get one if you're retired?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let me give a further answer to that. It is illegal for the mortgage company to discriminate based on age. So you could be 90 years old and qualify for the mortgage, because qualifying for the mortgage is based on your ability to repay.
Right.
So
not your age. They can't discriminate by that.
Yeah, so you can even get a 30-year mortgage if you have the ability to repay. So that's based on your income.
Yes. I helped a lady who was 84 or 86 get a 30-year mortgage. And she kept saying, honey, I'm not going to be alive. Don't they know that? And I said, yes, they do know that. But, you need a place to stay, and you want to be an owner and not a renter. And they're good with that,
So, and let me expand on the income.
Let me hang up and listen to you on the radio, okay?
No, it's okay. Actually, I want you to go back to Alan and let's get your information and make sure we can help you after the show, too. We'd love to help you.
Yeah, but this is a good question for other people as well, because I talked about income and he said retired, and therefore some people think, well, they don't have income.
But they do.
But there's multiple ways to have income. Well, first of all, Social Security is an income. But in addition to Social Security, a lot of people have retirements.
Yes.
So retirement income is indeed an income. Some people have IRAs, and you can take money out of your IRA as you get older. That also is considered income.
Yes. So there's lots of income sources that people don't really think about that they have. And having a credit score of 820 is fantastic. I mean, there'll be tons of lenders who'll be like, please let me give you a loan. So that, and, the other thing, Howard, once you're over how old? 63, you can qualify to buy a house with a reverse mortgage. So you can get in the house, putting down, if you have money to put down, you do need money to put down. So it depends on your age, and it's usually, it could be 50% of the price of the house. It could be something less, depends on your age. And then you never make a payment, but you get to live there for the remainder of your life. So that's a different option.
With a reverse mortgage.
With a reverse mortgage, yes. So there's all sorts of options, but age is not a determining factor in the ability to purchase and to get a mortgage.
Correct. We've done it many times for people that are retired.
Yes, so we hope to help them after the show, because I love helping people who are older.
We just did it a month ago.
We did.
Mr. and Mrs. D.
Yes, we did. Yes.
They bought their 70-something. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So anybody else want to call in with a question or with a guess? So I was going to narrow it down.
Oh, yeah.
To, instead of 12 different months, I'm going to narrow it down to the second half of the year.
Okay.
So July through December. So we want people calling in with
now there's
a guess.
only 6 options.
What month is the best time of the year, the best month of the year to buy a starter home?
It's so cute that you use the word starter home, right? Because that implies that it must be young people, right? But the reality is the people who are buying the starter homes are also the older people because they're downsizing. So it's really two people looking for
sometimes
two
it's a
groups
smaller
of people
home
looking for that.
Some people are coming out of apartments.
True.
and they're buying their first home.
Yes. Well, they're first-time buyers, but there's also last-time buyers.
That's true.
Yes.
Or some people come from New York, where they've lived in an apartment all their life, and now they're coming to the beautiful South here in Florida.
Yes,
and
with
are
the blue
buying
sky.
There.
Yes.
We talked to a lady on the phone yesterday who was originally from Chicago.
Indeed.
And moved to Fort Myers.
Yes.
And she wants to come up here to St. Augustine.
Marion, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're going to help her find something in St. Augustine.
That's right.
Yes, and she's going to feel a little bit safer from the hurricanes, that we don't get the same type of activity that they do down South Florida.
Right, and she doesn't want to be at the beach. She wants to be a little bit further away from the beach. So she found
good choices.
Us, and we're going to have a great time helping her. We had a great conversation with her on the phone yesterday, and we're going to be talking with her a little bit later today. But anyway, we want to start out in the third segment. Well, we're almost through the third segment here, but we want to talk about 6 features that should not be deal breakers for buyers. You know, sometimes these things turn off buyers, but they are actually things that are really easy or inexpensive to fix. So Angela and I often have to remind buyers not to worry about them, and some of these may surprise you. Number 1 is ugly kitchen cabinets. Seriously, these can often be painted, or new doors can be installed for a small fraction of the cost of brand new cabinets. And there's little downtime with your kitchen being out of commission. So don't walk into a kitchen and say, oh my God, these are the ugliest, oldest cabinets I've ever seen. I can't buy this house because it's going to cost me $10,000 to redo the kitchen. We say, wait a minute. If they're in good condition, but they're just not the right color, you'd be amazed what the right paint can do, and the right new hardware, meaning hinges and handles, can do to change the look of a kitchen without spending thousands of dollars.
You know, I have to say, it's one thing I really, really like about helping the millennials in house hunting, is because they have that need to reuse items. And so I can take a millennial out house hunting at every house we walk into. They say, oh, I could paint those kitchen cabinets gray, put new hardware on them. Always. They rarely ever say, I'll put new cabinets in. Where if I take out like a baby boomer, they say, I'm going to replace those cabinets with, you know, a different cabinet.
Remember,
so it's very different.
Remember a couple of minutes ago we talked to her about Mr. and Mrs. D?
Yes.
Remember what their son and daughter-in-law did in their prior house painting those cabinets? It was amazingly dramatic.
Amazing. Millennials.
Amazing.
Yes, it was amazing. It was regular plain oak cabinets that, you know, standard in the homes in Mandarin, and they painted them white. And they changed the countertops, and it was like being in a completely different house.
So they spent a couple $1,000s because it was a big kitchen, did the countertops.
Yeah.
But instead of spending $20,000 on redoing the kitchen, they spent $2,000, and they increased the value of their home by thousands and thousands of dollars.
And got top dollar for their house.
Okay, what's the next one, Angela?
Funky odors. You know, the smell of a wet dog, or odors from cooking. Well, there's a paint that's called Kilz. A lot of people probably heard of that. You can paint in there, and that helps a lot. Sometimes people don't use their air conditioner. That can cause musty odors. But if you really have a funky odor, you might get a company to come out and investigate and see if you got mold or something. So we can help you with that.
And Kilz is spelled Kilz.
Yes.
It's a white color paint, and it covers up lots and lots of odors.
Yes. And then you just paint the pretty color gray over it.
Many a home flipper has used that Kilz. Hey, when we come back after the break, we're going to talk about a few more of these not-to-be deal breakers. We're going to talk more about the contest. Because we want somebody to guess. Okay, we've narrowed it down to 6 months.
Oh, my.
What is the best month to buy a starter home? call us.
I guess when you come back, you might give another hint.
222-8255, and we will be right back. Stay with us, everybody. Good morning, WBOB listeners. It's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I want to thank you for tuning in with us for our 5th year now. It's been such a great pleasure to be on the radio with you, giving you advice on buying and selling, as well as answering your questions on the air. Thank you so much for the trust that you have in us as professional, experienced realtors with over 20 years of combined experience. We want you to know that when it's time to sell your home, we want to be your realtor. We will focus on your home, your family, and your time frame. Our team will customize a marketing plan to give you the best exposure to get you the best price and have the best selling experience possible. Whether it's a condo or a house, a short sale or a regular sale, a $200,000 home or a mansion, you will get the same great service. Call us at 421-7950 and join the multitudes of others that have experienced the Angela and Howard team advantage. There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046. One of the most critical parts of buying or selling your home is the very last process. That's the closing process. Angela and I recommend Watson Title Services. They have the experience to handle any issue that can come up, and there is never an upfront fee to the seller. Whether you are using a realtor with the sale of your home or not, always ask for Watson Title Service to handle your closing. We do. Call them at 461-3220. That's Watson Title Services.
Angela Walker and Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. not only come to you every Saturday morning, but they would also like to work with you when you need them the most. That is, when you need to buy or sell a home. They pride themselves in giving you their very best effort every day and in every way. There are many realtors in the First Coast to choose from. Let them show you the Howard and Angela team advantage. Call them at 421-7950 or email them at realestateradio@yahoo.com. This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by Watson Title Services of Northeast Florida. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. I want to say something. You know, as I was listening just now, it said, oh, this section sponsored by Watson Title Services in Northeast Florida. Let me say something. We have a deal going on with one of our customers right now, and they selected the attorney that we're closing with. We are not getting near the service that we typically get with Watson Title Services.
That is true.
They have done things not bad, but they're just not awesome. Where I've gotten so accustomed to having awesome service from Watson Title Services, that's who you should use. Use them, use them, use them. We use them. I recommend them so highly. Using somebody else is making me realize how good we have it. Okay, there's a caller. Take the call.
Yes, we've got Ben. Good morning, Ben.
Well, good morning to you both. How are y'all doing on this beautiful Saturday morning?
Oh, I love how you talk, Ben.
We're doing terrific, and we hope you are.
I'm always talking about the beautiful Saturday mornings.
Do you have a question for us or a guess for our contest?
Well, I'm just driving down 3rd Street, Jacksonville Beach, enjoying the sunshine in a nice convertible, and heard your question, and I was going to take a shot at it.
Good.
How about the fourth quarter of the year is usually the best? How about November?
You are so close. It is in the fourth quarter.
Yes, but not November.
Oh, well, I'm giving a hint to someone else, darn it. But
well, it's either October or December.
Yeah, we've eliminated one, so now we're down to 2. So
yes.
Hopefully someone else will win, but I just wanted to call and tell you I enjoy your your show. Thank you.
Well,
Thank
thanks.
you, Ben.
Enjoy driving around in your convertible today.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous of that. I want to get my convertible out and go driving around too.
Well, you have a great day.
Yes.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks so much. You know, it's
I'm
going to
so
get
glad someone called because I was seriously thinking the day's just too beautiful for people to be listening to radio.
Well, it is a beautiful day. It's going to be up to 89 degrees, and I say that's a hot day. When it's a hot day, we have to talk about...
Wait, I think we have another caller.
All right, and then we'll get to our hot deals today because we got several open houses today.
Okay.
So we're going to get our caller on the line. I don't have the name yet. Good morning, caller. What is your name?
It's Don.
Hello, Don.
How are you today?
I'm doing excellent. I listen to you guys every Saturday morning while my wife's in Weight Watchers. I go get breakfast and sit here listening to you guys for an hour waiting for her.
Well,
Yay!
great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Don. We appreciate that. I'm happy to hear that today.
Yes. Well, my question for you is that we live in Eagle Landing, but we put a contract in on a house on the St. Johns River. Excuse me. It ended up being a short sale, and this was back in February, and we still haven't heard anything from the bank as to whether, you know, they're going to approve the sale. Is that normal for a short sale to take that long?
For an expensive property, yes.
Well, it's a long time.
That is a very, very long time, though. But what happens is the bank is always hoping that they're going to get paid back on the big ticket items. You know, if it was a small priced home, $200,000 or less, they'll close it out pretty quick. But when the stakes are high, they really want to get as much money back as they can.
But the question that's really important now is the property worth what it was worth when you offered it? Because was there any damage from the storm?
Well, we did drive by it, and there was a few trees down, which was good because we wanted to take some down anyway. But my other question,
but did it flood?
My other question about it was, is there anything that we can do to sweeten the deal with the bank that might move them along and make them make a decision a little sooner?
Well, you have to go through the person that is doing the loss mitigation with the lender. So since you're the buying person, it really needs to go through the agent that is listing the property and find out who is handling, again, that loss mitigation. So you could call that agent and say, hey, who's doing that? Is it an attorney? Is it somebody else? Say, what is the status that's going on with it? And is there anything that you can do or that the homeowner can do? Has the homeowner abandoned the property? What's the situation? And is there anything that you can do? And just go through that intermediary. But generally, there's nothing that you can do as the buyer specifically. Now, again, did the house flood at all? Now, you just drove by it.
No, it sits up about 15 feet above the river, the bank does, so there was no problem there. Just a lot of trees came down, that was all.
Well, that's good.
But was there damage, like was there a break wall or something that may have been damaged that you can't see from the road?
No, there's no retaining wall or seawall or anything.
Okay. All right. Any dock?
No, it was already missing.
Okay. But basically, you have to go through the person that is doing the loss mitigation with the bank. So find out who that is. Give that attorney or title company, whoever's doing that, find out what the status is, because maybe they just are waiting for someone to bother them.
Okay.
The squeaky
wheel gets the oil. That is still a true statement.
It is.
It's an old one, but a good one.
Squeaking.
There you go. Start squeaking. I like it.
Thanks so much. All right, we're going to go to Kent. Thanks for calling. We appreciate you listening every day, every week.
No problem.
All right.
Thanks.
Good morning, Kent.
Yeah, I wanted to guess October because it's kind of a boring month.
It is October. All right. Thanks so much
Are you serious?
It is. It is October. And the reason is, by the way, is that the inventory is highest for those types of properties. And when inventory is highest, that means prices are lowest.
Right.
So that's it. Congratulations. Yes. And it's actually the whole last quarter. We're going to send you back to our producer, Alan. He's going to get your information, and we're going to send you a little tracking device so it'll help you find your lost keys or help you find your radio. We have got to get to the hot deals of the month.
Day.
Hot deal of the day for all of the open houses that we are having today. So, Angela, why don't you start off with that?
Fast. What do you think?
Go.
Okay, you're going to be at Ormond Road today, 1704 Ormond. That's in the Fort Caroline area. It's on a canal. It's 1,838 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's brick. It's beautifully updated kitchen and bathrooms. It has a sunroom. Did not flood. It's 2 blocks from the St. Johns River, and it did not flood. And honey, that is priced at $254,900. That is a great value. You're going to be there today from 12. From noon until 2.
Or later.
Noon until 2, or he'll stay later if you need him to.
Okay.
Let's see, where else do we have open? We've got Notchaway is going to be open tomorrow. That's 1209 Notchaway. That's in Samara Lakes and World Golf Village. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. It has a living room. It has a family room. It has a huge loft area upstairs. Big Texas-sized rooms. It has a huge fenced backyard. It has 3,164 square feet. It was built in 2007. It has no CDD fees. The HOA fee is $137 a quarter. So that is cheap a quarter.
That's right.
Has a pool, a playground, basketball. Now, the other cool thing, A-rated schools. This one is value priced at $315,000. That's only $100 a square foot. The new homes that are being built in that neighborhood are over $120 a square foot. This is a great buy. Go buy a resale. Don't buy new construction in this neighborhood.
If you like Eagle Harbor, there's
I didn't say when that one's open. That one's open tomorrow from 1 to 4.
Okay, if you like Eagle Harbor, this is a beautiful 5-bedroom, 3.5-bath home plus an office. Now, that office can be turned into a 6-bedroom because it already has a closet. 2,900 square feet, 10-foot ceilings. It was built in 99. But so many things have been upgraded in it, including the roof that was just put on 2 months ago. The baths were redone in 2015 and 16. Flooring was redone. Kitchens were redone. Air conditionings were redone. Even soapstone countertops with pull-out shelves in the cabinets and pantry. Gorgeous built-ins, a slate patio, a fish pond in the patio. It's $375. It's open today from 11 to 2. If you like the town center area, there's a gated community called Ironwood. Beautiful homes that are built of concrete block. There's a
think hurricane.
Think hurricane concrete block. 8271 Hedgewood Drive in Ironwood. 3,071 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath, plus an office. It's $369. Has both a living room and a family room. 12-foot ceilings.
12 feet. That's big.
Oh,
I love
my goodness.
Living room, family room, 4 sets of slide outs to the lanai with a fire pit.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
House.
Hey, you know, folks, Angela and I love living here in Northeast Florida. We're doing this radio show to give back to our community. We want to thank you for listening and for your support. You do need a professional on your side, whether you're buying or selling the most important financial transaction probably in your life. When you need us after the show, call Angela at 465-3845 or call me at 687-8161. Come and visit us at one of our open houses today. We would love to see you. The Van Wees are here live to talk about financial stuff on what's happened this week. Stay with them, and we'll be back with you next week.